whenever you measure yourself against other people, just remember, you are measuring yourself against their strengths. And if you focus on your own weaknesses, you compare your weaknesses with their strengths, you will always come short. Okay? So everybody has strengths. I found it revolutionary when I realized that there are different kinds of intelligences. I found it revolutionary. It helped me in parenting. I found out that for the most part, the contents of our academic curricula only measures academic intelligence. Amazing. Only the ability to deal with numbers and verbal intelligence or linguistic intelligence. That's what the academic system can measure. And I found that there are different kinds of intelligences. You have kinetic energy or kinetic intelligence, which is what is demonstrated by people in sports and athletics. There's a connection between their brains and their bodies that is unique. And they are able to think and move their bodies, accordingly and to achieve great things. Okay? And you have spatial intelligence, and people are able to draw, to do graphics, and so on. Okay? So different kinds of intelligences. Now, when you put someone with kinetic intelligence in an academic environment, if the person is not doing too well in class, but is doing very well in sports, it's amazing how sometimes the person is described as a dullard, because the person with kinetic intelligence is being measured by academic parameters. There was a particular scenario like that where during break, when all the students were out playing on the field and doing sports, this young boy who was not doing too well in his academics was made to sit in the class to do academic work. During the time when his colleagues were doing the thing that he excelled in, a change in schools helped him quite a bit, because then he was moved to a school that recognized that some kids are best in sports. Even though they may not be too good in their academics, he excelled, absolutely excelled. And as he did well in sports, which he loved, he now did better in his academics. And ultimately, he was able to gain a scholarship in the university on the basis of the sports where he excelled. Now, some of us have escaped into adulthood without these issues being resolved at all. All of our lives, we've been measured by parameters that can only define our weakness, not our strength. And we've defined ourselves also that way. I want to say to you, they may have called you a dullard, they may have called you a failure, but there is some dimension to you that is unique. Your genius is there waiting to find expression. I am encouraging that you should focus on your strengths. Define your strengths and focus on what is positive about you. Maybe people have told you all your life that you talk too much, that you talk all the time, you talk nonstop, and that shows that there's something wrong with you. I beg to disagree. If you can talk that much and they can't, it's an indication that's where your strength is. Is it possible to talk too much? Yes. But is it possible to talk a lot and to make sense? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So that's your strength. Okay? Celebrate it. Focus on it. Now, don't focus on the wrong narrative, which is criticism. Shape the narrative, okay? And turn it into a strength. Recognize it for the strength that it is. It will help your confidence. You may have been listening to the wrong people for a long time. It's time to hear the right voice, okay? They may have told you that you're too quiet. You're too quiet. You don't talk. You're too quiet. There's nothing like that. Human beings were created to be different. Okay? You're being quiet and you're having the ability to think is a strength. That's where your genius is. Find it, sharpen it, okay? And if you can't find anybody around to encourage you, encourage yourself. Brush off all those negative labels that have been placed on you. Some people say you like to play too much, but who knows? See how huge the entertainment industry is. People want fun. People need to relax. People need recreation. And some people are earning millions and millions providing fun or providing entertainment for people. So what somebody thinks is wrong is right for somebody else. It's up to you to decide. But I'm saying it's your choice. Choose to focus on the positives in your life, because that is where your genius is. Now, let's say you wrote an examination and you failed 9 subjects. You failed 9 courses and got an A in only 1. That's an indication. Now, human nature will focus your attention on the 9 that you failed. But your genius is trying to find its expression through that 1 where you got an A. I'm saying if you want to have confidence, it's good you shift your thinking, your thoughts, your life, to rest on that area. It may seem small to you, it may seem narrow to you, but you build your personal narrative on the positives about your life. Focus on your strengths. Find your genius, the place where you achieve results more easily when you make as much effort as other people make. The same efforts that other people make, you achieve extraordinary results. That is pointing you to something. When you function there, you find out you have a lot of confidence.